So I think at this point in the time of the year that we're in right now, gourmand season has definitely come upon us. So in this video, I'm going to be going over 5 fragrances that I have in my collection that I think are really good gourmand choices for this upcoming winter season. All right, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Jamar from Vegas Scents. Welcome back to the channel. And to anyone that's brand new to my channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also to everyone watching, leave a like and a comment, all right? So just to get started with the video, the number 5 fragrance that I have on this list is going to be from the house of Swiss Arabian, and this is Swiss Arabian's Shaghaf Oud Azraq. So this is going to be the most challenging fragrance on this list for sure. This is going to be a oud based fragrance, and you get the oud right off the bat when you initially spray this. You get a blast of oud and honey. The oud does start to subside, I would say probably about an hour into the fragrance, and then that's when you really start to get a lot of spices, a sort of vanillic sort of touch. It kind of smells like, I would say, like a really sort of spicy sort of dessert. Pretty much, you know, once you get to that dry down part of the fragrance, and it does also smell very high quality and upscale as well. So this is also going to be a fragrance that if you're going to like some sort of formal event, I would say this is probably going to be a good choice for you to look into in terms of wearing. So again, this is going to be Shaghaf Oud Azraq by Swiss Arabian. All right, so the newest fragrance that I just got in a couple of days ago, this is going to be Absolute Gold by Fragrance World. And as you can see, the bottle definitely, it has a really nice striking resemblance to the sort of Carolina Herrera private line fragrances. So this is going to be the clone of, I think it's called Gold Absolute Myrrh or Absolute Gold Myrrh. I can't remember. But it's going to be the clone of that fragrance pretty much. And what this is this is a really nice gourmand fragrance. It starts off with like pepper, like black pepper and immortelle. And then you start to get like sort of like this dark chocolate sort of feel from it. But it's not like a super like, you know how some dark chocolates, they can be like really tart and really dark. I would say this isn't necessarily that. This is going to be like that low percentage cacao sort of, you know, dark chocolate. So you get that from this fragrance. You do get vanilla in this as well. This is just a really sort of smooth gourmand, and in my opinion, I would say extremely unisex fragrance. This doesn't really give you like beast mode projection, but I think it gives you enough to where it gives you a very nice sort of scent bubble around you that I would say probably comes out to about here. So it is pretty close, but it does last, you know, quite a long time, at least on me so far. And I mean, I've only had this bottle a couple of days now. So this bottle, I'm sure, hasn't even been, you know, like fully macerated or anything like that. But I got at least 8+ hours wearing this fragrance. And again, in my opinion, this is extremely unisex. So I would say if you're looking for a gourmand fragrance that's not going to be headache inducing and is very smooth and high quality smelling, then definitely check this one out. Again, this is Absolute Gold from Fragrance World. So the next one up, this is actually going to be kind of like a crowd favorite when it comes to the fragrance community and gourmands. This is going to be from Mercedes-Benz. This is Mercedes-Benz Club Black. This gets compared a lot to Guerlain Spiritueuse Double Vanille. Also, as of recently, I've been seeing people compare this to PDM's Altair. I've seen people kind of refute that and kind of say that these two are not really in the same sort of stratosphere, but I'm sure they probably have some sort of similarities between the two. Either way, this is a really amazing vanilla scent. You get vanilla, you get kind of like a smoky incense with this fragrance. You get like a fresh sort of bergamot fruitiness from the fragrance as well. So this is, in my opinion, it's one of the best sort of cheap kind of gourmand vanilla scents that you can wear that I think does lean slightly masculine with that sort of smoky incense vibe that you get from the fragrance. So if you're someone that maybe thinks that vanilla scents are a little bit too feminine, then I would say maybe check this one out. You may like it. Again, this is going to be Mercedes-Benz Club Black. All right, and so if you're wanting to pretty much smell like a pineapple upside down cake, then I would say absolutely go for this one. This is going to be Honor and Glory from Lattafa. All right, so this fragrance, man, is pretty much it's like a really crisp, but at the same time, I would say sweet and juicy sort of pineapple that you get in the opening of this fragrance. And then after that, pretty much you get spices. You get a really nice sort of sweetness from vanilla. You get some moss in this fragrance as well to kind of give it a nice body. This definitely, it lasts all day long. So the performance on this is very nice. The projection is also very good as well. So overall, man, this is a very nice fragrance. I'll have links to where you can actually pick this up at. I'm not sure if this has actually come down in price from what I paid for it a couple of months ago. I want to say I probably paid like around, I don't know, $60 or so for this fragrance. I'm sure at this point it's definitely come down probably into like the 40s or so. So if you can get this fragrance at that price, then this is definitely a pickup that you would want to look at for sure. And again, this is going to be Lattafa's Honor and Glory. And then the last fragrance on the list, this in my opinion is like the gourmand of all gourmands, pretty much, this scent profile anyway. And this is going to be the clone of Dior's Fave Delicieuse. This is Frenetic Delicieuse from Paris Corner Amir. This is one of those Paris Corner fragrances that, in my opinion anyway, doesn't really have like any sort of twist on the scent profile like a lot of the sort of Paris Corner fragrances have had that I've smelled. This is more so kind of like, yeah, this is an actual clone of that fragrance. I smelled this side by side with the original from Dior, and I mean, I could barely pick out any sort of differences really at all between this and Fave Delicieuse. So with Fave Delicieuse being discontinued, at least here in the United States, I would say this is going to be probably your best bet if you're a huge fan of that particular scent profile. This is just pretty much, it's like I said, it's the king of all gourmands. It's like you walked into like a kitchen that is like freshly baked cookies and all sort of like spicy pastries and stuff like that. This is just it's a really amazing sort of gourmandish, powdery, sweet type of fragrance. So if that's something that you're looking for, then I would say absolutely look into this one. And again, this is going to be Paris Corner Amir's Frenetic Delicieuse. So that's the list of gourmands that I have in my collection. Again, these are the best ones that I think that I have right now. I'm sure there are probably other gourmand fragrances that I have in my collection that, you know, maybe some other people may actually prefer. And maybe there are some that I don't that some other people prefer. Definitely let me know in the comments what you all thought of this list and what are some of the gourmands that you all kind of go for when you're in the mood for gourmand fragrance. I was hoping to have Lattafa's Kawa on this list. It was supposed to come in today, but looks like it got delayed in the mail. So I'm not going to get that one probably until Friday, unfortunately. But I'll have a video as soon as I get that fragrance in. I'll definitely try to get a video up, hopefully this week, of my first impressions of that fragrance. All right, so definitely stay tuned for that. And again, if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe. Also, to anyone watching, leave a like and a comment. And again, that's Jamar from Vegas Scents. I'll see y'all in the next video.